Happy Wednesday. It is our Ayurvedic chat here at Serene Squirrel. I know we're a little bit later than normal than we do on Wednesdays. We just were a little bit busier today, but we definitely wanted to make sure we come in and chat and keep our Ayurvedic tips and tricks consistent with you guys. Again, we are open to any suggestions. If there's a different time or day that works better for everyone to join, just let us know. We're flexible. We like to keep things flexible. We save these videos for everyone to go back at a later time and watch if you'd like. Um, but yeah, so here we are. It's Wednesday. I hope you grabbed your afternoon cup of tea or coffee. Let's chat about it. So we have been working in Kapha because we are definitely in Kapha season. Kapha season is late winter, early spring. It has definitely been back and forth between hot, cold, wet, not wet. And that is definitely a Kapha characteristic. Today, we want to talk about some kapha morning rituals. Just different things you can do to keep your kapha in balance. Remember, like attracts like. So a lot of things that kaphas like, and we tend to do a lot, keeps us off balance. Kaphas are that earth and water. So if we're out of balance, we tend to get real heavy, lethargic. It's easy for us to gain weight. We're stocky bodies. We have a lot of mucus buildup. So if you're finding yourself like myself with a lot of fluid in the ears, a lot of fluid in the sinus, just a little pressure, that just means kapha is imbalanced, and I've got to find dry foods to eat, maybe work on my daily practices, just to kind of keep things light and dry, so I don't have that imbalance as a kapha body myself. Imbalance, we're very grounded people, enduring, strong, dependable. Those are traits of ours. We have thick hair, nice, healthy skin. So that is definitely, we want to keep that imbalance for our kapha bodies. We have all of the doshas present in our body. Some doshas are prominent, primary. Kapha is my primary. Pitta is my secondary, and then of course Vata. We are creative of all the elements: earth, fire, water, air, and space. So we have a little bit of everything, but some of us have more of a dominant dosha than others. But we are focusing on kapha right now. So if you are a kapha dosha, or you don't know what your dosha is, that is a service that we offer here. We have comprehensive, we have express. We can sit down, we can go through all the questionnaires, find out what your dosha is, find out what best practices work for you, maybe offer some tips and tricks as far as dietary concerns go, to kind of keep everything nice and balanced for you. So that is definitely a service that we hold dear to our heart, because Ayurveda, the science of life, is a beautiful practice, and we want to offer that to the community here in Clarksville and the surrounding areas. Or if you drive far away, we are more than welcome to have you here as well. So let's stay on track, because my mind can just keep going. Morning rituals for kapha. Mornings are not our friends. Kapha, we like to sleep. We sleep heavy. We enjoy naps. We enjoy being nice, warm, and cuddly. So getting up in the morning is probably a little difficult for majority of us. So finding that sweet spot in Ayurveda, our sweet spot is between 4:30 in the morning and 6 o'clock in the morning, and just getting up and getting your day going. Because again, like attracts like, and because we like to be cuddled and warm and heavy in the bed, we will waste the day away. I have done it several times, and there's nothing wrong with that every now and then, but don't do it all the time. So best practice for getting up in the morning, 4:30 to 6 a.m. To get your day going. Before we go deeper into these rituals, I just want you to know that these are just suggestions. Take or leave what resonates with you. What is most helpful for you? We know that, or we are aware that daily life can life, and it's hard to just do things continually. So as we're offering the suggestions, maybe find time 2 days out of the week, maybe every other day, whatever could possibly work for you to build these best practices that works for you. And we know that life happens, schedules change, and so this may not be feasible for everybody to do, but we would just want to offer what Ayurveda suggests as far as balancing Kapha doshas, those of us who have the primary Kapha dosha. Even if it's not primary and you're finding Kapha being a little aggravated in your body this season, these are best practices for you as well. So back to the schedule. So getting up out of bed, getting moving, getting going, 4:30, 6 a.m. Is great, is preferable, or as Ayurveda would say, is the best time for kaphas to get going. Getting systems moving, finding that either room temperature water or hot water to kind of get the body hydrated, to get the digestive system rumbling and grumbling, because we are definitely going to want to take it to the bathroom next. So after getting up, drinking that water, take a moment, lighten your mind. And if this is something you need to do while in the bed, so as you're tossing and turning and getting ready to get up, you can add this practice in at that time or add it while you're drinking the water. But just a moment of gratitude, because again, kaphas are heavy. And if we find ourselves out of balance, our mind can be heavy, our thoughts can be heavy. It gets a little depressive, a little dark, a little sad, stuck sometimes. So taking just a moment to practice a little gratitude, just thank you for the breath this morning. Thank you for opening my eyes this morning. Just a practice of gratitude. Just doesn't matter how big, you can journal, you can meditate, or how small. Just a simple thank you. And then let's get moving with our day. So that practice of gratitude keeps the mind light. Sipping that water gets the digestive system moving. And then now we're going to the bathroom. So of course, elimination. So just getting stuff out of the body. Morning elimination is super, super important because the body has been stagnant all night. So you got to think of everything that you've eaten throughout the day, everything that you put in your system, all of that sitting in the body throughout the night. The body's been stagnant, nothing's been moving, and everything's sitting there. That warm water's getting everything nice and rumbly. It's time to eliminate. So time to get rid of what you need to get rid of from the body. And then let's take it to the sink. So take a moment, evaluate the tongue. Our tongues can tell us a lot about our health. So for kaphas, when we're out of balance, we might find we might find a white film over the tongue. That's just, that mucus buildup throughout the night, maybe throughout the day, bacteria sitting on the tongue. So our tongue helps with the start of the digestive process. So if we've got that film on our tongue, we can't get those enzymes going, the digestive system gets sluggish, then we get heavy, we get stuck, things don't move. So the tongue is very, very important. And tongue scraping is a practice for Ayurveda in the morning. So taking a tongue scraper, you may have them at home. We offer them here at Serene Squirrel. We're also affiliated partners with Banyan. Banyan is an Ayurvedic product company. They have a farm. They do herbs, supplements, but they also have tools for Ayurveda. And so just maybe a tongue scraper, scrape off that film, rinse the tongue scraper, scrape off the film, rinse it, and just do that several times to get that film and that excess bacteria off the tongue. You might find your favorite meals taste a little bit better after scraping your tongue. And then of course, brushing your teeth and swishing with some oil rinse. Just kind of keep everything nice and moist because again, lubrication is very, very important. Keeping everything nice and lubricated, getting those systems moving, and then let go to maybe possibly the living room, wherever you may find a moment for a little movement, or outside. It is spring. The weather's turning nice. So maybe a nice brisk, quick walk to kind of get the lymphatic flowing, circulatory system moving, fresh air for the body. If you can't get outside, a quick, nice invigorating yoga flow or just a YouTube video just to get the body moving. So again, we want to get systems moving. We're trying to keep the Kapha body going throughout the morning because we want to probably crawl back into the bed. So that's super, super important. Again, take what resonates for you. So if you find that you may have just enough time to get that sip of water, say thank you for waking me up this morning, elimination and brushing our teeth, and you're out the door, that is fine. If you find there are days that you have time, these are perfect practices for you to put in play. So we've invigorated the body, we brushed the teeth, we scraped off the bacteria, we've eliminated, and now let's go ahead and take a shower. So best practice for kapha bodies, because again, we get stagnant, we get stuck. Dry brushing. Dry brushing is beautiful for lymphatic flow because we are made of water. We have really healthy lubrication in our joints, in our system. So keeping that moving. So just getting a nice natural bristle brush, body brush, or those exfoliator gloves, and just starting down at the feet and working up toward the heart. Just nice light strokes. Just moving up the body. Great exfoliation for the skin. This is how we keep our skin nice and nice, thick, and healthy. And then you can do this in the shower or on a towel because we are sloughing off those dead cells. And then a nice invigorating shower with a follow-up of moisturizing with an Ayurvedic oil blend that works for you. Again, those are things that we have here at Serene Squirrel. And then we also work with Banyan who have those products. So if you are one that likes to keep with your particular dosha, Banyan has everything you need. I will put the link in the comments for you here. And so all of that to start your morning off, to keep you up and going. Keep breakfast a little light. Last week we talked about the movement of the sun is the same with the digestion. So we want to keep breakfast really light. Kapha bodies can probably skip breakfast. Just because we are healthier, we do hold in a lot more. But if you are one that needs breakfast in the morning, something warm or dry and light. Apples are great to have, maybe slightly cooked with a little bit of cinnamon, that spice that gets that digestive system going. Just keep it very, very light for in the morning because you want your biggest meal of the day to be lunchtime, which is remembering if we're going with the cycle of the sun in the morning, the sun is barely, barely rising. So we want to keep breakfast nice and light, something just little. And then our biggest meal being lunchtime because the sun is the brightest. Our digestive system is at its hottest, its heatest. So not heatest, that's not a word, but hottest. So it's at its hottest, so it's able to really burn off a lot of that stuff, process a lot of that stuff, and eliminate what you don't need. And then at night, because the sun's going down, we want to keep it light again. So for kaphas, definitely, coffee, green tea, apple, something just super, super light in the morning if you need breakfast, your biggest meal at lunch, and then moving on to dinner. But we will definitely do midday and evening ritual practices next week. Just wanted to get the morning practices out of the way. Whatever works for you. If you have any questions or just want to know a little bit more, again, we do full assessments here. We also do express assessments here, or you just reach out. You can give us a call, you can message, or reach out through email via our website. We are more than happy to chit chat about Ayurveda. We love it. It's our heart. We want to share these best practices with you. So having said all of that, you guys have an amazing Wednesday. You should have already eaten lunch. If you haven't, go ahead and do that now. It is peak time for lunch, your biggest meal of the day. I will see you next Wednesday as we talk about midday and evening rituals. And again, take what resonates with you. Take what works for you. You can write this stuff down, ask us any questions, give us a call. And then, it's a practice. This is why we practice. It's not going to be perfect every time. So whatever works for you. Have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. Thank you for joining me for Ayurvedic Chat here at Serene Squirrel.